What if I told you that one of the most terrifying prophecies in the Bible might be closer to reality than we think? Revelation 9 describes a world plunged into supernatural chaos. Demonic locusts rise from the abyss. A mysterious army of 200 million soldiers is unleashed, and humanity suffers a torment unlike anything seen before. But what does it really mean? Are these prophecies symbolic, or are they warnings of real future events? In this video, we're going to break down every terrifying detail, uncover hidden meanings, and explore what this prophecy could mean for the future of the world and for you. The book of Revelation is the final and most mysterious book in the Bible. Written by the Apostle John while exiled on the island of Patmos, it contains visions of the end times, divine judgments, and the return of Jesus Christ. Some see it as a roadmap of the last days, while others interpret it as a symbolic message about the ongoing spiritual battle between good and evil. Chapter 9 is part of the Trumpet Judgments, a series of catastrophic events leading up to the final judgment of the world. Each trumpet sounds, unleashing disasters upon humanity, and when the fifth and sixth trumpets blow, things take a terrifying turn. John describes seeing a star that has fallen from heaven to earth. This star is given the key to the abyss, also known as the bottomless pit. When it is opened, thick smoke rises, darkening the sky. But the most terrifying part is what comes next. Out of the smoke emerge creatures unlike anything the world has ever seen. These are no ordinary locusts. They do not harm the earth or vegetation as natural locusts would, but instead, they target only those who do not have the seal of God on their foreheads. Their mission is not to kill, but to torment. For 5 months, they bring unbearable suffering, causing people to seek death but finding no escape.
John's description of these locusts is haunting. He says they look like horses prepared for battle. They have faces like humans, hair like women, and teeth like lions. Their wings create a sound like chariots rushing into war, and their tails carry the sting of a scorpion. What exactly are these creatures? Some believe they are literal demonic beings, released from the abyss as part of God's judgment. Others suggest they could symbolize something else, perhaps advanced military technology, artificial intelligence, or even biochemical warfare. Could it be that John, writing in the 1st century, was seeing visions of futuristic war machines that he had no words to describe? Some theologians point to the rise of drone warfare, artificial intelligence, and genetic engineering as possible explanations for how such entities could exist in the future. These locusts are ruled by a mysterious figure named Abaddon, or Apollyon, which means the destroyer. This being is described as the king of the abyss. But who is he? Some believe Abaddon is another name for Satan, while others argue he is a high-ranking fallen angel with the specific role of unleashing destruction. His name appears only a few times in the Bible, but each time it is associated with chaos and judgment. If these locusts are indeed demonic entities, then their leader is one of the most powerful spiritual forces of destruction. But the terror doesn't stop there. After the torment of the locusts, the 6th trumpet sounds. This time, 4 fallen angels, bound at the Euphrates River, are released. When they are set free, they lead an army of 200 million soldiers who bring destruction on an unimaginable scale. 1/3 of mankind perishes in this catastrophic event. Some interpret this army as supernatural beings, possibly demonic forces bringing devastation upon the earth. Others see it as a prophecy of a massive global war. Could it represent a real-world military conflict involving nations with enormous armies? The number 200 million is striking, especially when considering that no nation in John's time could have fielded such a force. But today, with countries like China and other global powers possessing vast military capabilities, some wonder if this prophecy points to an actual future war. The book of Revelation is known for its use of symbolic language, and many scholars debate whether these visions should be taken literally or metaphorically. There are 3 main perspectives on Revelation 9. The literal interpretation holds that these events will happen exactly as described. Supernatural creatures will emerge, and a vast army will bring devastation. The symbolic interpretation suggests that the locusts and army represent spiritual warfare, oppressive governments, or societal chaos. Then there is the hybrid interpretation, which proposes that John was shown real future events but described them using the language and imagery he was familiar with. If this is true, could the locusts be drones? Could the army of 200 million represent an alliance of powerful nations engaged in a final war? Regardless of how we interpret Revelation 9, one thing is clear. It serves as a warning. Whether it is describing supernatural judgments, future wars, or spiritual struggles, it reminds us that the world is moving toward a climactic moment in history. For believers, this chapter is not just about fear, it is about faith. It is a call to be prepared, to understand the signs of the times, and to trust in God's ultimate plan. Jesus warned that difficult times would come, but he also promised hope. In John 16:33, he said, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." So, what do you think? Do you believe Revelation 9 is describing literal future events, or do you see it as a symbolic message about spiritual warfare? Let us know in the comments. If you found this breakdown insightful, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more deep dives into biblical prophecy. And don't forget, share this with someone who is curious about the mysteries of the Bible.